Hey, happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday. Hey. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Noise, noise, noise. Woo. Hey, it's Tuesday. That's good. We've been friends for 35 years. So it's Tuesday, an amazing Tuesday here at the Connected Corner. I'm your girl, Tori Rose. Who do I have with me? Kiana B. Jones. Hey, girl. And who do we have with us? It's your girl, D. She here with us. For the people who thought we had her out and gotten rid of her, see, we did not. We still have her. She's still here. She's still here. She's still wanting to be kind. Always, but she is still very much famous. Yeah. We are excited to have you with us, man. Well, oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't hold it like that. Yo, you going out. Right. Look at that. Okay. So, today is an amazing and special day. Right? You snitched on yourself. Just below like a regular. She's done. We don't get to judge your extra curriculum activities. And so today is an amazing special day. Today is our 3rd year anniversary for We Have Connected Group. So let's give a shout out for that. It's amazing. Some of you guys have been rocking with us for 3 years. That is a whole 36 months. And you love We Have Connected Group. But you still know what we did. Get with it. We have people kind of like, they do. Man, they do everything. So We Have Connected Group is a consultant boutique that Kiana and I own. Kiana, you want to talk anything about what we do, who we are? I think you're on the spot.
You did. I was going to say something. What was I going to say? We think it through so you don't have to.
We think it through so you don't have to. So we're strategists.
Yes,
we find the gaps so you don't have lag. Look at that. And so what we do, no, she got it. ADHD. So guys, it's going to be a very good show. But we're going to talk a little bit about our business and what we do. For those people who are questioning, like, what would they do? Some people thought we were event planners. We're not. You can hire us to manage your events, but what that looks like is you have this amazing idea. You know you want to do something great. You don't know how you're going to get your tickets sold. You don't know how you're going to get your venue filled. You don't know how you're going to market the event. You don't know how you're going to communicate out to the public or how you're going to communicate that on different platforms outside of social media, the regular, the newspaper, and different things. You would hire We Have Connected Group, Tori and Kiana. And we also outsource. We have a team of other professionals that step in to help us bring your vision to fruition. So if that means that we have to bring in an HR specialist, a CNA, a dog groomer, we've had to do a lot. And over these 3 years, we have made so many amazing connections. We've been on tour in different places, teaching other small business owners how to find sustainability, how to get access to capital, how to get business credit. That's what We Have Connected with. I don't know, we gotta do that. Well, it's just with the wrong.
Yeah.
We still have the bomb conference.
Yeah, a lot of people, we did conferences. Our first event that we did was a networking mixer. It was literally, it was today, 3 years ago, it was July 28th. And, we came together, we were doing,
does everyone know your name?
Everyone know your name, and that's how we started, and that was a theme. And so we did a couple of events under that particular theme. And then the next theme after that was Force Your Future Forward, where we toured down the East Coast speaking and like used to help entrepreneurs. And so we'll be happy to get back to that when we was doing conferences and helping people. And I think the best part is that people walked away, always saying like they felt like they got what they needed. And then within a year to 2 years, whatever, like we're seeing a lot of those people now, businesses booming and, having prosperity in their business, learning the things that they need to learn. So that's the joy for us to see other people grow and benefit and just learn in their business.
Exactly. Exactly. I was going to say something shady to this one, but God said, don't do it. Well, no, I was going to say that it's a prime example. So we all started as as a team, and then Nice was able to branch out and create her own podcast. Can you tell us a little bit about your podcast and what you do and your vision, and how we can tune in and watch your show?
All right.
My show is, my podcast is, it's called The D Zone. It highlights unsigned artists from the DMV. So literally, I'm like the connector. I'm literally bringing people from DC to Baltimore to bridge the gap. So I have live performances on my show. I have games on my show. I actually just did a social, I guess, media fashion show live, and it was so dope. It actually was like one of my biggest shows. So, I mean, it's just a great show. You can catch it every Monday night, 8 to 9 on YouTube. You can actually download all the podcasts on any podcast platform. You can also follow me on social media, Instagram at IamBeNice1, also Facebook at BeNiceEverett. I follow back. I'm looking for guests. I'm looking for, if you got a business, it don't even matter. As long as you're doing something to give back to the community, I'm going to holler at you. So bring it on.
We love it. Let's get back up to the D Zone.
I would say this, real talk, like real, and this is just like real talk. These guys really, influenced me. I literally told Tori yesterday, if I could go offline, I was like, yo, I mean, I don't care what happens. I need y'all in my life because it's inspiration. It's a lot of things that when we don't talk, I feel a little like discouraged. But when you just talk to Kiana or Tori, it's real list. I appreciate y'all.
Tell me that's right.
I know, right? We're not fine. So not only can you talk to us, but not only can you talk to us, you can handle us. So if you know that you are watching and you're on YouTube or StreamYard or wherever you may be, Facebook, and you do have a small business or you have a business idea, you may have a medium business. You may say, hey, I've been in business for 10 years and I'm not sure really how to network and connect to my audience during this time of COVID. Reach out to us. We do have a free 15-minute consultation slot that anyone can access. You want to email us at bcg.manage@gmail.com. And again, we think it through so you don't have to. And so that was 3 years ago. Then a year ago, like you weren't busy enough. In the middle of the campaign and all of these things, we said, how do we give the community news and resources they can actually use? Where did the idea come from? I'll be the first to say. It came from the fact that I had, and Kiana and I both at one point were on a lot of different shows as guests. We have been invited. But then, me being the candidate, it was kind of like everybody wanted me on their show. From the horse whisperers to the whale rubbers to everybody in between. And sometimes we would walk away from these experiences feeling like the community actually didn't get anything. So yes, I talked for an hour. I may have sounded poised and elegant. I may have even known what I was talking about, the rare chance, right? But what did the community get? And so we had an idea. We're both R&B and music heads. We like Common, and Common has a song called The Corner. And so we started thinking about growing up in West Baltimore. Where did your people send you? You would go down to the corner to find out who was just fighting, or who was getting evicted, or who got a job, or who was having a baby. The corner was where everything happened.
And then we had the show, The Corner.
We had the show, The Corner. I'm the connector, but we are all connectors. Kiana is the plug, put it together. We had the connected corner. And 52 weeks later,
we're here.
Because
we started the show a year ago on our 2-year anniversary for Beehive Connected Group. And so it's all connected, it's all Beehive Connected Group. And so just staying with that theme that, we like to connect people to resources and the things that they need. It only makes sense to then name our show The Connected Corner.
The Connected Corner.
With news and resources
you can actually use. And so over this year, we literally have brought you doctors, educators, attorneys, accountants, professionals, dispensary owners, Black-owned businesses, small businesses, big businesses. If you didn't get something from this show, look at my business. You need to turn it up and go back and watch some of the previous episodes,
Which you can find.
which you can find on YouTube.
You type in the Connected Corner, and all our shows from the last year will show up. Yeah, and even the new shows.
And even the new shows. And with that being said, we are asking you to subscribe to our channel. Go to youtube.com, type in the search bar, The Connected Corner. So even before we came on this amazing Nick of Time media platform, if you type in our show name, we are the only The Connected Corner there. So please, and let's shout out our previous producer.
Ready on Fire, Diamond Hey.
Hey, boy.
We just knew we had an idea. You know, he's now in Atlanta. Big ups and congrats to him on his move. And then he literally referred us, and we came here, and we are loving Nick of Time Media. It's just a great fit for us.
And she's a sister girl. Hey,
so we're just loving our time here as a family that we're forming here. You know, with us, everybody becomes family. We come from a family where friends are family. We have an extended family. And so it's the same for us when it comes to our business.
People be so mad, like, what you mean your ex is ex, new ex, old ex is still at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Well, they family.
They family.
How are they family? They family. Just on the other side of the table.
We might divorce you, but our family does.
Never done. Pass the jam about. And so today, guys, you can also dial in at 443-687-7707. Again, the number is 443-687-7707. Of course, we love the sevens. And shout out to our family members and friends in West Baltimore District 7. Hey, y'all. So, you know, we got a number of different sponsors. Okay. What's that?
Yes, we did. And so prior to the airing of the show, some of you may have seen the flyer. We had a celebration come through, Toast with Us. We had food, well, we still do have food. We have some food left, but our food was provided by the wonderful catering service of KDW Catering. Shouts out to the team there, Steve Williams, we call him Steve-O. Just delicious food. It came through for us. We really appreciate it. And you can hit them up on Instagram and Facebook at KDW Catering.
Yeah, and we're gonna have our amazing producer drop that in the comments. KDW Catering. So, oh wait, can I say something about this one? So one thing I like about Steve-O and Tiffany, and shout out to their whole family there, is
Talk about these things.
oh, the services, all of that, like they're bomb.com, they are
Meal prep.
prepping, they are giving back to the community. KDW's on a lot, but
KDW
cares, they really do care. What I like about, I have a lot of dietary restrictions, right? And I can text them at any given time and say, hey, I forgot to ask what's in this or what's in that. And I never have to worry about getting food poisoned and or allergic to something, right?
Yeah.
Well, that has happened. We had recently ordered from a very well-known restaurant. The food was very expensive. And I'm eating it, and I pull out this thing, and it's a nut. And I'm like, oh my God, there's nuts in this food. But there was nowhere. Something you want to say, Johnny Chen? Something you want to say? Let's pause real quick. Let's throw a flag on the flag. Is it something you want to say? I'm good. Okay. I almost died and she finds it funny.
It's not funny, it's just the fact that it's not spinning your mouth.
So, and on that note, I got hot. And so on that note, it was a joke. It was a
She was
horrible
really, you know,
right, I was really
she
sick.
was really sick. You know,
I learned the truth now.
she's good now, that's why we can make a joke about it today. But I'm just
It was horrible.
that's her.
Anywho, so as a result of that, I was able to text him even tonight and say, hey, you know, can you remind me what's in your spinach dish? They were like spinach balls. Okay, I'll be able to say balls, so I'm gonna get another reaction.
No, my,
But you were good, because you make them too.
I did, and I was like this. Bomb.com.
I know. The LGBTQ plus community will be proud of you for being so flexible. And so, his response was so professional. We can't even go back in there and play this part just for him. It's a party.
Every time.
Every time.
Hey, by the way.
But anyway, check them out.
Rewind.
KDW Catering.
Oh,
Check them out at
great food.
KDW Catering.
Great
food and even better service.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
You had to put on the side. Let's see if she can read.
All right. Let's see. After all this drinking.
That's tea.
All right. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the money tea.
This is not alcoholic. She came with this.
First of all, all right, shout out to Jamal L. McFadden. I guess he's the owner of Money Tea. Enjoying a drink. I believe this was sweet tea mixed with a twist of.
Well, we just want to say sweet tea. We don't look at this recipe yet.
A twist of none of your business. So, but it was very good. If you want to try this delicious tea, make sure you follow him on social media at HHMUBDYTEA. That's Money Muddy Tea on all social media sites, on IG and Facebook. Also follow him. You can also order, I believe, on his online sites at hhmuddytea.com. Also, you can call him 443-414-5908. Lou, you got it. I'm about to buy a case because I'm lit right now. I will say you can mix the drink, so it was like perfect to mix. So it was really good. Like if you needed a mixer, I would definitely call up Money Tea right here and get that. It was very tasty.
Mine is just mixed with water and ambition. But anywho, let's talk about on the floor, away from hers. Mine is non-alcoholic. So, Pudding with a Twist by Brittany. This is a beautiful little card. These are amazing. So, amazing with the decoy. Right.
What flavor is that?
This is Oreo.
This is
It's like butter crunch.
Yeah, like butter. Try that. I didn't see none of that.
Yeah,
Like strawberry punch.
No, we each had one of each round of business. I'm gonna do this one. Pudding with a Twist on Facebook and IG. Pudding with a Twist, and it's spelled phonetically. Thank you, Brittany. Pudding with WITHA twist, like it sounds.
That's what's up.
And Pudding with a Twist at yahoo.com. I like people who spell things phonetically. Absolutely. And it makes sense. The owner is Brittany, and thank you so much. We're going to continue to keep you in the family.
The little spoons came with it too?
The little spoons came with it. It was a great
Brittany,
service.
you live.
And so one thing I will say is, as a banana pudding maker, someone who has been paid in the past for making their banana pudding, not everybody's pudding gets my 2 thumbs up. But this here, Brittany, girl, it's the right amount of sweet. It's the right amount of pudding. It's the right amount of crunch. Yeah. So you get a Tory Rose official 2 thumbs up. Oh, I like how you cleaned that up. That was good. So that was KDW. That was Muddy Tea. And that was Brittany's Pudding with a Twist.
Yeah.
Were those all 3?
Yes, all 3 are our sponsors for our event today and our show tonight.
And I want to give a shout out to our Queen girl.
Queen
is amazing. She stopped by with Black Box Radio. As you guys know, we are always looking to connect our networks and our connections, right? So many people hadn't seen the new studio. They weren't really sure where we were. So we gave people an opportunity to come through and see the new studio, and Queen did. So please check her out at Black Box Radio. Not as phonetic, but I'm going to spell it for you guys. So it's BLAKBOXX radio.com. And she's amazing. She has had me on her show. We've been on hood hikes together with NECA Namdi, where we've gone through and looked at blighted communities and different things. This woman is true to who she says she is. And her slogan is pride, power, and purpose. So we just want to support Black Box Radio and thank her for always being a sister girl and coming through. So,
Yes.
You're addicted. And so, let's move in. So tonight, we are actually going to do something a little different. We are going to ask questions, and these are like get to know the host questions. So it's like a reunion show
from what I think reunion shows look like. Y'all know I've never seen a reality show. But in my mind, this is what it's like. You bring the people back together, you ask them questions, but we're not fighting.
No need to.
There's no need to.
No need
So
to.
I pre-scripted some questions.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, thanks, Lala. This is what happens
Thank
when y'all don't pay attention and y'all let me write the questions. And I'm on a yellow, mellow, mind your business. I'm on a mellow yellow type of kick. Did y'all notice I have yellow nails?
And it's crazy. You and Jordan must be on the same flow because Jordan just released some shoes that is black and yellow, literally the same color.
Jordan isn't Michael.
Michael.
Oh, I channeled that.
I believe
flow.
this is the 12s that just came out.
Amen to 12s. And so I have yellow nails and yellow toes and a yellow dress and I'm holding a yellow bag. You call me mellow yellow.
We getting big.
Yeah, give me some
Big.
sunglasses.
So
Right.
I'm going to start to the right of me.
I'm gonna turn my phone on.
Pick one, and you're going to open it, you're going to read it, and then each of us going to answer the same question, and then we'll rotate around.
Hey, yo, this is annoying. All right, here we go. Are you single, taken, or next question? Next question.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Are you single, taken, or next question? I'm single.
I'm in an entanglement. I'm sorry, you weren't ready. Because I just knew. First of all, when we opened it up and say meet the host and people's gonna ask questions, I was expecting someone to call in and ask. I already knew, like I was ready. I was ready. You weren't ready, but that was gonna be my answer.
Listen.
Time out. Can we ask questions now?
Yeah,
We can go to- okay, you say entanglement. Is it like Jada August Will entanglement, or is it like entanglement?
Entanglement.
Okay, so look, we asked some
I know
questions.
it's a
Why you say
It's
next question?
definitions of
It's levels to this.
It's levels to the
Yeah.
entanglements. Oh,
He
wow.
even wrote a song about it.
He did.
I
haven't heard it
Christina.
yet. Okay, I gotta listen to
It's
it.
his real ghetto to me.
I gotta see
I
what
like it.
I gotta see what level of
It's
entanglement
dope.
I'm in.
I don't like it.
I don't know
He
what
got all
level.
this stuff. He didn't say everything.
Yeah, because he wasn't making any money. He was like, I gotta come out with something. They're gonna have an entanglement dance.
Facts. I didn't
Entanglement. There's gonna be a TikTok and everything. All right, so why next question? Is it too painful to talk about?
Nah, I just don't think that's everybody's business.
Okay.
Makes sense. That's cool. And baby, this thing right here, she's single as a dollar bill. That does not mean that people are not checking, and I may not be checking back. It just means that I am not in a committed anything with anybody but Jesus and my Joshua, my two J's.
JJ.
With J and J. All right. So
You're next.
call in if you want to check for me. 443-687-7707. By the way. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is so funny. Do you like it when people call you a public figure? What would make me get this one? I do not. I do not like it. I do not think I'm a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as a connector, I have a responsibility to know a lot of people, but I'm really, really a private figure. Like my personal life is extremely private. I'm a private figure. I do a lot of things that do not get reported.
But you could call in.
It was a joke. Don't y'all call me. You see, they ain't down. You see, they ain't down. I'm like, man, we didn't try calling her before. She don't answer. She be like this. Who is this?
He left on red like, hey yo, can I take you out red?
So I like the fact that I am accessible to my community,
Mhm.
and I do things to help the community, but I do not have any desire to be considered like a public figure, not like paparazzi public. And nor do I want to be indictment public.
Ooh.
All right, so go ahead, Kiki, you next.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
one.
So I don't consider myself a public figure. I mean, I feel like people can say whatever. I only answer to Kiana and Kiki, but
Do you love me?
but you can I don't consider myself a public figure at all. And Tori knows, like, even now, I mean, there are hundreds of people waiting, like, in requests for, like, Facebook friends and stuff. And when we first kind of, like, people discovered, I mean, our family and friends, the people who know us knew who we were. it just was like, who's this person? Why they requesting me? Who is this? Why they calling me? Why this week? And so I think sometimes people feel like I'm social. Okay, why can I say the word social? I'm social, but I'm not a socialite. I'm not you know what I mean? So I think there's a difference. I'm a sociable person. I love to talk. I love to meet people. I love to help people. I love to teach people, whatever. Like, my conversations are just that. Like, I don't have time for like mundane, like, where this conversation going type of thing. So I would say from that perspective, I'm like not a socialite.
Got it. How about you? Do you like when people call you a public figure?
So to be honest, people really just like calling me a public figure until like last year. So I never knew. So when you don't understand who you are, you don't live in that role.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, when people would call me public figures or you're this or that, I'd be like, what? But when you start living in it, you know it. So to answer the question, I don't mind it because that's the way that my life is going.
She's just getting prepared. You're embracing
it. I'm just embracing it. So it's like, it is what it is. Like,
I'm getting it.
So up until recently, you guys know that I always wanted to be Oprah. So I would say that Oprah can't retire until I'm ready to take her place. I would say that all the time, but I don't want like the messy stuff that's happening with Oprah, right? But Oprah was from
Not sell your soul,
right? Not sell your soul, eating little babies, Oprah. I mean, Harpo spelled backwards. Book club, Oprah. You know,
Harpo beat me.
I think
right.
the web feed just went down.
Time to go. And so, with that being the case, I'm starting to see my new position opening up very soon on the horizon. Right. Child. This is when I knew though that people recognized me.
What is Rose spelled backwards? We're going.
It's Soar.
It's production.
It's Soar production.
It's Soar production.
That's like it's from the Bible. Right. I might get smited messing with me. But this is when I knew that people knew me. It was in the Corona COVID time had just really started. Meaning we were supposed to be quarantined. We were supposed to be in the house. I had to run out. I had my mask on.
She don't listen.
I did not have on a brassiere.
She don't listen. Lord have mercy. I keep telling her.
I had flexi rods and a bonnet, and I had to run out. Literally, I was on Lafayette and something. I think grabbing gas, and I had two men be like, "Hey, Tori, how you doing?" Wait a minute, I got on a mask. There's no way you know me like this. With my bra in the house. My bosom.
Right.
Touching my knees.
Saved by the horn.
And so the point I'm making is having to look at yourself in a different light. How people look at you.
Absolutely.
Definitely changed things for me. Like, so I keep a bra in the car. I do. It's under the mess in the back seat.
She's always prepared.
Gotta be prepared because you just never know.
Never know.
Hold on. You didn't see. Hold on. Give me a second.
Hold
on. Hey. Listen. Look. Be like, excuse me, Sarah. You're standing on that. Hold on. You put that in.
Oh my god. This is deal. This is what. So y'all know the Connected Corner started with the three of us, and D branched off and got
the D zone.
The D zone, yeah. And so this is great. I'm loving this. You gotta come on and guest host with us
more often.
Yeah.
All right.
One more thing with this, which is so funny, is so Renee and I, which is my sister, her cousin, and so we were talking the other day, and we were talking about this whole thing with public figure, and I was saying to her, I was like, girl, you know how I am. We'd be like, get used to it. I'm like, I can't. But we were trying to figure out, and so then we were like, so would that make us A-list, B-list? What list are we on as far as like
Baltimore?
There's Baltimore, then there's, you know. And so she was like, we were thinking, I was like, she said, I can't, it's female. So we went from females to males. So we named who we thought was like A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list in Baltimore. And then like we got C, D, B maybe, but we could not think of any A-list women in Baltimore. And so then it was like, well, what would be what would be considered? Because we were kind of so honestly, I said, so with Tori and I, like, so will we be like C-list, B, like what will we be? And so then we said, well, is A-list like the politician?
That's
like a
I'm
Marilyn
gonna say
Mosby?
yes to that. I'm gonna say
Okay.
yes to that.
And so we did say that, but Marilyn was the only one like we could think of. I'm sorry, like
I would say something because a lot of my A-list celebrity from Baltimore friends are probably watching. We love y'all.
yeah.
Baltimore is like a town though, and so what happens is
And you A-list to the people in your circle. And
circle.
yeah, we've said that before. So you're A-list to the people in your circle. So there's circles and there's A, B, C, D in the circles.
Yeah.
I think
Come on,
that's
pick your question.
All right. Sorry.
Somebody's feelings is hurt. Like did Kiana just say I can make a list,
Baby. Sorry, y'all.
Listen,
I don't really
phones
do.
will be cranking tomorrow morning and talk about in the group chat. Girl, let me tell you who.
had the audacity
Who
to
had
say
the-
she didn't know
She didn't make the list. The list that Kiki just made up.
It
Y'all better grow up.
was
Grow up.
hypothetical. I'm not a status person. I deal with your character. If you ain't got a character, I don't care what list you in. I can't deal with you. Right. If my spirit, if I go like that when I meet you, then I don't care what list you.
Can it be more than one?
You can be on more than
Can,
one.
no. Can it be more than one A-lister?
Yes.
Yeah.
So multiple A-listers.
Yeah.
So we all A-listers out here.
Baby.
Ain't no B's.
Mm.
Okay? All
Read
right.
the next question.
All
I know I'm finna do it. I don't really know.
How do you define happiness? So today, how do you define happiness?
Boys and circles.
So, all right. So I define happiness as peace of mind.
Okay.
Like I am. Like sometimes I'm happy and I don't even know why I'm happy. I think really like for me, happiness is literally peace of mind. You can't buy my peace of mind. So I think like happiness is peace of mind for me. It's living the life that I want and doing the things that I love to do. Sorry, I don't do
Let it
that.
go.
I don't do
Kiki with
that.
a fluke way.
Sorry.
I looked at her. Look at my face. I said, I judged you. That
I'm
definitely
sorry.
took you from the seat to the
I apologize. All lives matter.
You stay doing some off the wall.
I'm sorry. All lives matter. I apologize. All lives matter. So yeah, happiness is living the life
Oh my God.
I want to live and doing the things I love to do and having peace of mind. And for me as a mom, like just watching my children prosper and be successful.
Oh, I love it. That was a good one. You want to go next? You want to go next?
I can go. You can do that. Self-love, self-care. That's how I define happiness. I feel like if you're not happy with yourself, there's no way you can be happy. Point blank, period. No material things. No one can pour into you. You can't do that unless you're full. So unless you're full, you ain't got happiness. That's not.
I like that.
I like it. I'm gonna have to take your definition. I literally wrote it because I'm in a season where I'm very, very just unhappy. Like I could call myself a lot of other things, but I don't think happiness. Like I don't ever say, you know what, I'm happy today, and I used to be. And so I don't know. My answer is going to be I don't know, but I like what you're saying. And so I talked last week about me coming off of social media. I talked about, just kind of this journey of dating myself. And Ebony told me to have some vagina time and, touch yourself and get to know yourself intimately and all of these things. And so
That might make you happy.
that might make me touch me on the inside part.
It's clean by love.
Beloved. And so I will say
Movie buffs.
I've learned that contentment and happiness are not the same.
Oh
thing.
no, not at all.
So guys, call us and let us know what makes you happy. 443-687-7707.
Comment, share, tell us happy birthday, happy anniversary.
Yes, do all of that and tell us, how do you define happiness? I seem like a nice person. Does that mean I should be happy?
Right.
All right.
That's a good question.
Yep.
We can't talk about the people that's walking past this window.
Some of them make me happy. They make me happy.
Laughing, tapping.
What happened? You keep getting the crazy ones?
What makes you happy?
What was that again?
No, it's different.
It is different, but I'm saying like,
There's somebody in the universe
All right.
trying to get you to get it. What makes you happy?
all right, so what makes me happy is
Oh,
me.
defining it and then.
So yeah, so what makes me happy is me. Like I can only make myself happy. So I mean, once again, on this journey that I'm on, it's about self-love. I've realized in my past that I've been pouring into other people and not giving myself the self-care that I need. So happy is me looking in the mirror every morning and like, yo, like she's beautiful, sure. You know, and on my day, that's what makes me happy.
That's what's up.
French fries. French fries make me happy. Oh yes, I'm sorry. That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
But French fries make me happy.
We need to get this back. Hold up.
Can I say what makes me
No,
happy?
that's not acceptable here.
French fries?
They make me happy.
No, French fries. No, go deeper, please. Go deeper, please.
I was gonna say food, but go ahead.
It was food.
No,
I mean,
yeah, come on, y'all.
So my son makes me happy.
Thank you. Go deeper.
He makes me happy at times.
Going deeper mix.
All right, pass it.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing
Flag
that.
on the play. Flag on the play. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so French fries. Go ahead, Kanan.
French fries with ketchup or sauce.
I like mine with salt, pepper, Old Bay,
Goddamn.
and ketchup.
God, go keep it.
I answered.
Yeah, and it was inappropriate.
I'm sorry.
Come on, pick one.
What she say?
Food.
Okay.
No,
Pleasure.
let her just move her forward.
Pleasure.
Because I know that.
Honey, I'm glad this wasn't my pastor not on here tonight. Lord, have mercy.
Bing. Pastor just got on.
Why podcast? And would you ever do TV?
I definitely know the answer to both of y'all.
Yeah, so I would do TV. I think that it's funny because when I look at I'm a Libra, when I look at like October people and all the like people that I like entertainers, they're like a lot of entertainers that were born in October or Libras. And so I think personality wise, most certainly I would and could. My family has, said I could be an actress. I'm sure as a kid, I did I was, drama and all of this stuff. So when
Kiki do look like she's like 25. I mean,
right. Yeah. And I could probably start a TV career now, but podcast, I think for us, it's like something we fell in, like what we mentioned earlier. We were doing a lot of other people's shows so much that our family and stuff, and we would go to, family functions. The aunties was like, we love y'all show. We were like, what show? We don't have a show. And that's how eventually it came about. But the whole 2 years before we even started our own, we were on other people's, sometimes a regular guest host, regularly on other podcasts or radio shows. And so I would literally get a high from coming off of that and talking and that I do from teaching. And I was like, wow, I never knew I, wanted to do this or love this. And so for me, that's why I was like, yeah, let's do this. Because I'm a person that loves to do the things I love to do. And I feel like try it all.
and she's hilarious.
She is hilarious. And so,
Kiki is hilarious.
like the stand-up type. So
Not on purpose though.
most people don't realize I actually hated being on people's shows and that type of thing, the podcast. Like I was already public speaking, and I had at the time a very fast-paced career, which always had me on mics and always had me on stages. And so I was given an opportunity to do producing for the federal government. So it put me in the camera in the studio, and I liked that. And I actually liked being behind the camera. And I remember when we got invited to the first show, I was like, I really don't want to do this. And Kiki went in and she was beaming, and she was on this high. And I was just so irritated, like, God, please don't have to do this again for 3 to 6 months. And then we got booked for another show within a week. And so just to be honest, I probably have been a lot more comfortable with the TV idea than the podcast. And so when it was time for us to start our own show, for me, I was ready to jump into it because I knew it was something personally and secretively secretly, excuse me, I was lamenting about.
Mhm.
And so I'm one of those people that's going to, face my challenges. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all right. So yes to TV, and now yes to podcast.
And we got it's a live podcast.
It's a live podcast. You get to see my mellow yellow.
Which is funny because I'm just starting to do videos, which I never like doing videos. Like people say, how you do that? You do this. But like I'm talking to you guys, like it's people here because it's engaging. I feel like silly, be like, so y'all, I'm walking, and I
But they
hate
so
it.
good.
And so yeah,
When you're just natural.
I know. So I'm getting more comfortable with that.
Oh,
Podcast.
all right. So, media is my background. I've been doing media for 15 plus years. So,
She's like 10.
I know.
I'm not. I'm
She the
grown.
goat here tonight.
32. But anyway, basically, I've been following radio for a long time. So, I actually wanted to be a radio personality. So, that's what I am. I actually interned at a lot of radio stations. So, I just fell in love with meeting new people, the people that is on TV. They just walk into the studio like normal people. I'm like, oh, I can do this. Interviewing them, things like that. So the podcasting, why podcasting is because something I love. It's not a hobby. It's something that is inside of me. If I don't do my show on Monday, something happens with inside of me. So it's like I have to do it. It's nothing. I have to do it. It's a calling. Would I ever do TV? Absolutely. I mean, TV personality is what I do. I have the biggest personality you'll probably ever meet besides Nikki. But like that's what I do. So I'm not I'm not afraid of media or anything like that. I'm all about putting ourselves out there for the better. So I would definitely do.
And nice to
TV.
hype this MC. Seriously,
Gang. I'm doing bar mitzvahs too. Shout out to my guy Isaiah the model. He put me on to the bar mitzvahs, man. I'm about to be doing.
That's what's up.
We know a couple of people who started in bar mitzvahs, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Okay, so y'all see the lane though. Y'all see the lane.
Right. Our favorite female DJ Kiwi Pooh, bar mitzvahs.
Definitely do.
A whole bunch of people I know. Actually, I can't think of all of y'all right now. But positive. And so
I gotta learn the terms. So if you guys, want to teach me about all the terms, holler at me.
I was on a commercial. My mom and I, my very first TV debut at 7.
Nice.
7
So
years
how
old.
would let's compare, because I did a commercial recently, like maybe 3 years ago.
Mhm.
So let's compare
experiences.
Okay. So when you went on for your commercial, how long did it take?
The actual videoing the
so like how long? So did
like
you guys,
it was like 10 minutes literally. We had to say it like 2 or 3 times. They shot us from 2 or 3 different angles.
Wow.
It took us longer to sign the waivers and that type of thing. And my mom, she didn't know it was the 90s. If I was 7, it's like the 90s. Hey Pammy, she signed and we got our little payment that day.
How much was your payment? Do you know? You remember?
My mother gave me $1. Talk about a mother
Right.
from Baltimore.
I was great.
Don't do that to Pammy. Pammy, you gave her all her coins.
No, I just said when you asked that question, you put Pammy out there because I already knew what was going on. She a black mama. She like, girl, did you eat today?
Did you eat? Are you not flying? Did Nita not do your bumping curls? Oh, baby, I was cute too. I had finger waves.
Right.
And
Did you get your hair did?
You got your hair did. I had finger waves on top. And
How do you have 2 hairstyles?
because it was Baltimore in the 90s.
Yeah.
Honey. I had
Oh
on some Mickey Mouse named
It was
earrings.
bats.
Listen, gold plated.
It was
Mickey
recorded
Mouse
here,
earrings.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Batches were it was here.
I had on a herringbone. Come on, we talk about my mother. My mother from Paces Street.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so she gave me $1. And I think she was like, "That's your portion."
You got your French fries.
That was my French fries, honey, and it was 89 cents.
From
McDonald's.
From McDonald's and Franklin and
There you go.
Woolworth.
And Franklin and Woolwick. That's exactly honey. And so later on, though, I found out if she had to sign the waiver every time they aired the commercial, we would have gotten paid. It was a car commercial, and we were talking about. I was like, "Mom, you got a new car?" And she was like, "I sure did, and it's white, and it's a Chevy Corsica."
So Pammy was in it too.
Yeah, my mom and I.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder you didn't say none of that cat. She did. I got it.
I said, "Mom, you got a new car," and I had to say it like that, and not my Baltimore accent. And so, shout out to mom.
That's the first time I heard that story.
You
I
didn't
think I
know
don't
that?
remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Penny Lit, shout out to Penny.
Yeah, shout out to Amy.
So like my experience, it was for BET.
Okay.
And it was 3 years ago, and it took literally from 3 o'clock till 3 a.m.
What?
Oh wow.
It was bananas. I had my mom there, my sister there, you know, my little support system. But it was, I will say, the experience was phenomenal. I mean, they fed us. I mean, they did everything.
I mean,
they
12
needed to do.
hours.
It was
Right.
forever.
Right.
Like literally, I mean, we had to do it because I guess it was so many people. It was for the Tostitos commercial.
Oh yeah.
So we had to dip the chip. So they literally had to go through each one. Okay, who we're gonna pick for the guy that dipped the chip? Actually, shout out to Isaiah the model again. He was on my show last night, but he is the guy who actually dipped the chip and got the actual commercial. So now I'm in the commercial, but I'm only 5'3", and everybody's like, you know, 5'7" to 6 feet. So I'm literally in there with my headphones on. But you gotta like kind of, oh, there she go. Oh, I see you. But the overall experience was like phenomenal. Like
Nice.
just to meet the certain, you know, the people that's in the business, and just to see how the how it is, the process is. The process is not what you think it is.
No.
The process is a process.
Listen to why I know that, and I'm sorry to go back and forth about this, but my as the state experience, my government experience, where we would have to shoot like the company infomercials, and you think about a company. So if you work for Bon Secure, John Hopkins, or any company, you have to. I never I said John Hopkins. She started shivering. And it also happened to me at CarMax. I forgot I was also in a little CarMax commercial years ago. I forgot all about this, but. What happened?
Yellow.
Oh, my yellow CarMax. I was like, what's out? And so what happens is you have to keep your earrings, clothes, and things, right? Because sometimes they will mess up in the B-roll, or they'll mess up in the actual shot and not have B-roll to replace it. We had to fly in actresses, again, they were employees of the federal government, to reshoot something because we accidentally lost the footage and the person had gotten rid of the shirt and the earrings that they wore. It was probably 6 months, and she was like, that stuff is in storage or whatever. And so hundreds of thousands of dollars can go into the makeup of trying to get all of these different pieces. That's why in certain movies you catch the sploofs. Like, yo, didn't she just have on a black shirt?
You know I do. I'll be like, wait a minute, this is the same scene.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, that literally
She changed her clothes? Or she never changed her clothes? Just the next day.
That happened to the Tyler Perry movie that just got put out. They was crucifying Tyler Perry.
That was our producer.
They was crucifying Tyler Perry on that movie that he did.
But there were so many things that
But it was bad.
The guy was
yellow.
The guy was yellow, but then
white.
he was in the restaurant with something pan upside down, or somebody's phone was upside down.
Right, he was drinking, not drinking. Like, hold on, the camera B and A.
Y'all not talking.
Communication is key.
I will say though, that was probably like the worst movie Tyler Perry has ever produced.
I've only seen 2 of them.
Well, that movie, you know, with all that being said, like, you know, I just felt like he was like, it's a pandemic, we're gonna give them what they want.
One take. Don't breathe on the producer. All right, come on.
They had to get out of there. The mask was too much.
That's you and me.
It's me.
Woo! Oh goodness.
Dun, 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 dun.
Back right here.
Okay.
What is your ultimate stress reliever?
Yes!
So I gotta tell y'all.
Here we go.
Look.
Right.
I guess I'm not going to answer this one either. Not going to answer this one either.
All right. So lately,
I can't see what my face looks like. I took my glasses off. I don't even know what my face looks like.
all right. So this is I'm gonna start because I got a white bread answer. So lately, God has been leading me. I went through this, so everybody know. I went through this. I'm angry with God. He angry with me. We not talking phase. Just so y'all understand where your girl been.
She said phase.
Phase.
Make sure y'all hear that.
And so
we all have our seasons.
We have those seasons.
Yes.
And so even though I wasn't talking to him, he's been talking to me. And so I've been knocking on the door. He been like this. He like a husband. He like, oh, you still mad? Boy, what happened? You still mad? I said, boy, whatever.
Oh, you still mad?
Oh, you still mad with the booming God voice. Don't you turn your volume up at me. And so he's been leading me to water. So I've been leaving my house early or not coming home, staying out just so I can be up early and going to the water, right? So going to water in different places, sitting, meditating at the water. And then I get this idea the other day to take a bath. Now, I'm a person that is traditional.
In the water?
Girl, not in the water.
When you was been,
Thank you for clearing
Thank you for clearing that up.
Thank you.
where
Your phone would have been going off again tomorrow morning.
They would have been like, girl, she got
Hello,
Where was the
you,
water?
You bathing in Baltimore City water.
That's why you yellow.
Oh, wow.
That's why you yellow.
I thought it was something wrong with the picture last night.
Right. No. And so it's weird because I am a traditionalist. Like, I'm not the person that gets up in the morning and can take a bath. I can't take a bath unless it's nighttime. You know what I mean? Running a bath water. I can shower all day, but I can't take a bath at 9 o'clock in the morning.
She
Like,
does bake.
I would thank you.
I was
She
getting
does
there.
This wasn't the first time she took a bath.
This is
This is
we gotta make it clear.
she's telling a
Tori,
story.
tell a
Forget
story.
what you said about the public figure. We gotta clarify some things.
Baby.
She is clean.
You be like,
There is
y'all
no smell right now in this room. She is clean. She is purified.
and holy.
Thank you, Jesus.
Together.
All right.
And so I get up 5 a.m. I go down to the water. I'm sitting there. I'm in my namaste. I'm going through whatever I'm going through. And I hear this voice that says, go home and take a bath. But wait a minute, Jesus, because I like everything in order. Like, baths are nighttime activities. Like sex. Who has sex during the day? That's a nighttime activity. Y'all, whatever. Listen. I am old school and traditional.
Pause.
Let me just
Morning,
say.
noon, and night.
Right, I'm not that person.
So
Right, that's probably why I'm single, but whatever. And so I'm just old school. Like, I'm a baker, I'm a cook. Like, I do all this stuff, daytime activities, nighttime activities are different. And so I'm like, God, I ain't going home to take no bath. I'm going to take a shower because I'm out and I'm going to, whatever. But anyway, so I go home, I clean the tub, I prepare myself for this morning bath, and I put this Epsom salt, and you've seen it, and it has charcoal in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the charcoal is purifying.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, it was the best stress reliever I've ever had in my life. So guess what I did all last week? I took baths during the day. I was wrinkly, pruny, all dried out, little eczema. But baby, I was stress relief.
Self-care.
It was so important. It really, really was.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's my first time. I'm almost 37. And it's the first time in my life. Yeah, I know. I'm getting older. Yeah. It's the first time in my life.
22 though.
Yeah, she going backwards. She got that Benjamin Button. And so it's the first time in my adult life that I've ever taken a bath consecutively 3 times during the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like during a week.
Right.
Outside of us being on vacation. You're on
Right,
vacation
yeah.
at a pool and you're like soaky. Because I don't like to be wrinkly.
Yeah. If you stood it too long. I mean, I guess for me that would be, since we gotta be PG.
You don't have to be PJ. Tell them what you like, girl.
So no, so I actually discovered.
She ready to blow her whistle.
I'm listening.
I discovered outside the thing that is a stress reliever to me, which is adult activity. That I not one time because I do bathe more than one time, but
Is this the lie
I
detector
think-
test?
yeah.
Is this the lie detector?
I'm trying to get it there. So the kids,
I'm trying to get it together.
I'm trying to get it together. I just remember.
So
the
are you
first-
saying that sex is the ultimate stress reliever for you?
Absolutely.
Okay, you can say sex.
Thank you. I can say that.
You can
Okay,
say
yeah.
sex.
Is
We grown.
sucks.
My son is in here, though. He probably know what it means, though. Because last
Josh
show,
is 32.
they was talking about vaginal
Yeah,
rubs
all
and
kinds of
tough
stuff.
He
vaginas.
gonna be good when he get older.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so sex is
Okay,
definitely
Josh.
the stress reliever, but also a hot bath. So literally, I days that like times where like you would say like a nighttime thing, because a lot of times with the bath is because you're just throughout a day, you done had a day or a week, like getting in a hot tub. Like if you just sink down in a hot tub, like I literally have been so stressed out at times that I get in a hot tub, as hot as you can take it. with a glass of wine
Mm.
and literally just lay back.
Yes, Martha.
And so
Yes.
for me, like when I, release the stress, like literally tears would just like roll. It would, you could feel.
So wait, the
The
tears
stress
are rolling
coming
because
out
the
your
stress
eyes.
is coming, not because you're burning your skin off.
No,
Okay.
no,
Sure.
because the
Clear.
stress is coming out. It's like you're not
Clear.
crying, but it's like literally,
Just a relief.
it's literally releasing from your body. You can feel it in your pores, and it just. Yeah.
What are you using though?
Just what I
Just
would do
water.
like.
That's dope.
I was going to say sea salt. But like the
Epsom
sea salt or Epsom salt or
Okay,
whatever,
that's
like
dope,
put in
that's
there
dope. Just put it on.
aromatherapy, put
Oh,
a little
yeah.
aromatherapy oil in there,
Now I will say that years ago,
eucalyptus oil.
my partner and I at the time, the guy I was dating at the time, and he was my partner too. Well, whatever. My person at the
You're
time.
being politically
Correct. I was trying to be politically correct. My person and I at the time were on vacation in a very cold place, right? And they had the outside.
Oh yeah,
Like,
hot things.
It was a tub. It was an extension of our room. It wasn't a jacuzzi.
Mhm.
It was a tub. You know what I mean? Like jacuzzis you think about are more of recreation.
Mhm.
This thing had foam in it. They dropped stones in it. I mean, it was beautiful. And we literally could get out of the water and come right back in our room. Versus like jacuzzis where it's like, it's like
Yeah.
recreation. This was to purify.
Mm.
This, and I cannot remember the name of this place, and God knows I would not call him to ask. So if anybody knows the name of this place, where it's I know they have one in the Poconos, they have one in the Aspens,
So
they
just
have.
forget, just Google it.
You Google it, and what it is a spa resort, and this is a spa treatment, and so it's to detoxify, like to detox and get your body clean and cleanly.
That's dope.
It was. So what about you? What is your ultimate stress reliever?
Honestly, I'm going to have to piggyback off you. Lately, I've been going, a lot of people in Baltimore City doesn't know that Drip Hill Park has a waterfall.
We live there. But go ahead.
No, I said some
Oh, yeah,
residents,
some people. No.
not you guys. Some of the people, I'm not from Baltimore, so, I'm like, well, how you not know where the waterfall at, yo? But the waterfall I've been doing every morning, I've been running around, exercising, I should say, being one with nature. A lot of self-care is my journey, so that's what you're going to hear these answers reflect on. So I've been going to, a lot of different nature walks with my spiritual advisor. Like I do a lot of different things for self, because I understand that, some things you can't get from other people.
Yeah.
And so I get it from the creator. So once I get it from the creator, I'm full and I'm good to go.
That's good.
Eating right also helps relieve stress. I mean, I'm a little deeper than the surface. So, I try to intake the right things in my body, sea moss, elderberry,
Yes.
on a daily,
Can I interject? Shout out to Farmanelle,
Yeah.
City
shout out to
Weeds,
Farmanelle.
and the Food Project. Thank you guys for all that you're doing.
already, and I just, try to take care of myself. That's what I believe is a stress reliever, because like in my past, I've been looking for a stress reliever in other things, and it has never fulfilled me like 100%.
Right.
So, and on this journey, man, I'm fulfilled. Like things is not the same no more. So I would definitely say it's just, just being one with God and out here with the nature, man. That's a stress reliever.
I think that's what the coronavirus came to do. It kind of
Yeah,
like
people
slowed
get
us
back,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, like because some things you could tell were not really stress relievers. You know why? You would come out of your whatever you would do, and then you'd be angry 5 minutes later. Let somebody cut you off in traffic. You're like, yeah, I'm ready to kill something. I took Josh with me the other day. And I don't know what day today is, any day, all day, that day, those days, right? Because of the COVID. But and there was a group of women who were doing yoga outside. And I think, was that Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday. As I thought about it, like what day would a group of people be able to yoga? And so it was so good to watch them yoga. And then it made me realize not one black, brown, or any other color person was there, just with that group, right? It made me feel like we need to really kind of encourage more people out. More people, different nationalities, different races, blend some, come together. Like, let's be harmonious as we get those stress relievers.
It's so dope that you say that, right? But then you have to think about what the media is portraying right now in this world. Like in 2020, at this present time, as bad as we want that, as bad as our spirits is like, yo, we just want to come together. The world is telling us we can't do that.
Right.
You understand what I'm
It
saying?
needs to be black yoga only.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it's a dope idea.
Would you do it?
Hell yeah,
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Come on, let's start it.
What? Let's do it. I mean, it's
I
nothing to find a
roll around
yoga
the
teacher
grass.
to go out on. I mean, like I said, I go to Druid because it's right down the street. It's nothing but space and opportunity.
Listen, thank you for that. BCCC, in our yoga classes, they have a virtual yoga class, and I've been able to join them online, and I've actually been able to bring my son. So thank you to BCCC. I was pointing to the sky.
I'm thinking
but thank you to BCCC and Katie and Gwen, I believe, have been the yoga.
They should take that. They should take it from virtual and take it to a park because you will still be 6 feet. Bring a microphone, a speaker. You will still be 6 feet.
I'll send it over. This BCCC.
You understand what I'm saying? I need that credit though. But, yeah.
Roll them credits.
Roll the price. All right, so we're coming down to our time. Tell us
Yeah.
again, where can we find you?
Each and every Monday night, 8 p.m., 8 to 9 p.m. on Facebook Live, Instagram at IMD Nice One, also on Facebook at DNYCE, Everett, EVERETT. Also on YouTube. I'm on all major platforms when it comes to podcasts. You Google, YouTube podcasts, Apple, everywhere. Any RSS feed, I'm there. Check me out, man. It's lit.
It's lit. So, guys, this has been our reunion show. And even though somebody's gonna say I ain't getting news and resources I can actually use, guess what? You heard self-care, you heard stress relief, and most of all, you got to know your host. And I think that is important because if you ever see us outside and we don't have our bras on, don't speak.
It will be
I don't need to wear
over.
one. Actually, like 2 days this week.
She ain't had a bra.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to wear one.
Yoga.
Hey. Thanks, Jeff Shorter. We appreciate you. You have been on the show. You've been a great
Thank you,
support. We
brother
appreciate
Jeff.
you.
Shout out to him. Real talk. I gotta say something. I don't really know him personally. I just been seeing him. Kudos to Jeff Shorter. He's I believe he's a cop in Baltimore City. Yo, I don't think you get enough respect in the city. Like, kudos to you because I've been seeing you and I've been seeing you move. And like right now, because of the police brutality, the cops are getting. Not all cops are bad cops.
Right.
It's only the bad cops that are bad cops.
Right.
Jeffrey Shorter, you're a great cop. I see what you're doing in Baltimore City. It's inspiring. Like, I wanted to be a cop one time in my life. You making somebody think about doing some other thing. So shout out to you. Real talk.
Oh, that was dope.
That's good.
Good. Welcome and thanks and all of that good stuff. Again, we want to say thank you to our amazing sponsors. So to KDW Catering with Steve Williams, Tiffany Williams, and their family. To Muddy Tea and Mr. Jay McFadden.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. That tea show was muddy.
Yeah.
And to Brittany with her Pudding with a Twist. We thank you so much. I also want to give a shout out to Be Fit, Ty, and some of the amazing men here in Baltimore City. They were at Calhoun and Cumberland today, feeding the community, giving out fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm so empowered because guess what? I had a back sprain for 3 weeks, but the show still continued.
Mm-hmm.
So many people across the district and across the city, they're not going to let any grass grow under their feet, and they're going to still get out and serve. So thank you guys so much.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Kiana, where do we find you?
You can find me social media, IG, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. What else I got? LinkedIn, Kiana B. Jones. And you can find us, The Connected Corner, on IG, Facebook, and YouTube.
Make sure you subscribe. Go to the search and type in The Connected Corner. Watch our previous shows. Drop a comment. Tell us if you liked the show, if you thought it was actually helpful, if it was news and resources you could actually use. I'm Tori Rose, also Tori Rose The Connector. I'm still not really on social media back, guys. Give me some time. I'll tell you then when to connect with me. This has been The Connected Corner.
I just want to say, when you search up your name on YouTube, you have to put the whole thing and then search it because your name will automatically pop up.
Thank you for that. So our little technical producer in the studio, make sure you are typing in the space connected space corner. Write the whole thing out in the YouTube space bar. Or you can go to Google and type The Connected Corner, and it'll bring you to some of our videos as well. Thank you so much, son. I appreciate you.
All right.
Guys, meet us here next Tuesday night, same time, different topics. And remember, this is where you can get news and resources
you can
actually use. Thank you, guys. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.